Happy day and welcome to Knerdout. We are your hosts Randy and Brian, and we're here to talk about nerdy stuff. That's pretty much it. The intro, Happy Day, comes from a little show. Actually, I was talking to you about this. When I was a kid, when Nickelodeon first started, there was a show called Third Eye. And my brother and I used to watch it, and I would get tripped out. It freaked me out. So I remembered this, and I told you about it, and we did some research, and apparently it's a show Nickelodeon had. Third Eye. It was originally taken from a New Zealand show called Children of the Stone. I revisited it last night. I got about halfway through it. I think I got like an hour and a half through it. Trippy. What did you think?
I thought it was trippy as hell, and this is something I'd never seen as a kid.
Yeah.
Like I saw the ads, I think, on television, and never watched it. So I watched it, and I watched it straight through.
It's intense.
I was late to work because of it, and then I got home and stayed up late because of it. You know,
like 8-year-old Randy was totally mentally retarded from that. Like,
and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, go, man.
But yeah, it's a statement as to how far television has just gone in the opposite direction of cool. Like that used to be. Oh, that's what you show to scare. That's what you would show a kid to scare him, and it's like,
terrifying.
Yeah, I'm terrified. No, it was cool and scary. It's like that shit just doesn't exist anymore. Now it's, I don't even know, SpongeBob.
It's
you know,
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm sorry, I know people like that show, but anyways, yeah. So I just wanted to touch up on that. If you get a chance, check out the Third Eye.
Somewhere in the crowd, sometimes you find someone very special. Someone who hears the unheard. Someone who understands the mystery. Sometimes there's someone who sees with the third eye.
All right, I'm going to start with one of my new acquisitions today, the Star Wars 6-inch black TIE Pilot. Very cool, really cool. No, it's a cool figure. There really isn't anything bad to say about it except for two things. Well, first of all, the sculpt is great, and who doesn't like a TIE fighter pilot? Like, what I love about the TIE fighter pilot is he's got a humongous head. But here's my problem. My only two issues. I think the rubber, the plastic quality is it's not a $20 figure. They gotta harden that stuff up just a little bit. Only other point, and this is probably an isolated incident, but it's double jointed at the knee, and this one does not bend. And I did the freezer trick. I did everything, and it was a no-go. So it kind of pisses me off. I mean, look, I'll pay $20 for a nice figure. Like, I understand that. Like, I'm a collector. If I want to play, I gotta pay. But you gotta just avoid those sort of issues, and you know, the rubber. You check it out. What do you think?
I want to see. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
It actually looks a little bit nicer than Darth Vader. Just in the.
Well, anything looks nicer than Darth Vader.
No, you know what? Darth Vader. Fine, his head's a little gumpy. Okay, I'll give you that.
He's got sad
but
eyes.
Other than that, he's a pretty sweet figure.
Yeah,
you know, I get his faceplate's goofy, but this, it just seems like the contrast in the different blacks is stronger.
You know what they did on that they failed to do on Luke Jedi was give him glossy blacks.
Yeah.
That's,
and why would they not do that?
Right,
Shame
I don't know why. Shame on them.
They
Right.
hate Luke
Jedi Knight, right? They know I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's cool.
Is he super short compared to the other? Like a
you know, I'll be honest with you. I didn't even check.
Yeah,
You're welcome to grab the Stormtrooper. Just don't knock all my stuff off.
Yeah, it looks like he's short.
All right. But so what do you got? What do you have for me?
Right now, I got Hegemon, and I've got what's his name?
Sunstorm.
Sunstorm. Now let's talk about Sunstorm.
That's pretty old. You're bringing in some old stuff.
Yeah.
All right, go
but
ahead.
You know, I figured I wanted to be extreme, and like this is the lowest of the low as far as Masterpiece Transformers go. I'd say it's.
Are you talking about sculpt? Or are you talking about
both?
All right.
I would say this is probably the most undesirable Masterpiece Transformer there is. I'm guessing. I mean, I don't know, but you know, it's like this is just one of these things that really pisses you off a little bit. You know, you see that they just in China they came out with what's the black one? Skywarp, which everybody wants, and in the States we get.
Well, the problem is
ugly.
It's an old mold, but a big problem is The
A
Japanese,
useless figure.
it is useless, but the Sunstorm in Japan, like, why didn't they just release that paint scheme? If they felt the need to release a Sunstorm, don't you agree that?
Yeah, I just, it's useless. Like, why can't they give us Skywarp or even, here's a crazy one, Starscream in the United States? Oh my goodness, yeah. Give us a figure that we know, but no, we get this. Useless. And I used to think that Acid Storm was the most useless until this came out. And this totally takes a cake. I mean, it's like, you know, it has like see-through plastic and everything, and it's just major step down, you know, as far as like the rest of the Masterpiece series go. It almost feels like it was made for a lesser audience, or, you know, for like the kids that weren't naughty, you know, for naughty kids this year that weren't good.
Well,
That's what Santa will bring you if you were a bad kid.
I don't agree with that. It's a great mold. It's just that what's the point of coming out with, who cares about Sunstorm? Really, is there maybe like 8 people in the U.S. that really were like, oh, I need to have a Sunstorm? It's a good, yeah, maybe you.
Yeah.
It was a good mold. It's dated, but why didn't they just come out with, like you said, Skywarp or Starscream, or, you know, it's just an old mold. They need to retire it.
Yeah, I would give this a ranking of.
Yeah, I think it's useless. But you also paid for it.
I paid for it.
I saw yours and I didn't buy it. And one other thing I got today, if you don't mind moving on, is Figures Company, toy company, has reissued some Migo or Migo style figures, and I got the Conan. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not. I grew up a couple years too late for Migos. Like, my brother had Migos, and I think I had a Robin and Sarge from Chips. Those are the Migos I had. But I always liked Conan, and I always wanted this Migo, but it's an expensive toy. But for $30, I bought this one, and it's got pretty nice packaging. And I've
Who's
said
that the picture of on the back?
Yeah, I think that's Red. Oh no, it's not
on
Red.
the back. The
Oh.
black and white. Is that Tom Hanks?
No, that's Robert Irvin Howard, the creator.
Oh,
yeah.
Like Tom Hanks.
yeah,
Tom Hanks needs to play him.
Conan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's terrible because I'm totally a loose figure collector. I don't keep much of anything on the card, but I just don't know how I can open that. It's just so beautifully put together, like down to a tag, and they're saying, "Don't open this, don't," you know. So it's cool, but it's probably gonna end up on my wall because I just don't know what I would do. I mean, I played with the old Migo.
Who's the Pilgrim guy in the back?
Pilgrim.
He looks like a pilgrim.
Oh, I think that's Solomon Kane.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's cool. And the other one's Call. So those are actually 2 completely new figures, and this is just like, I guess, a straight up retool or repaint or reissue of Conan. But it's not much to say. It's cool. If you like Migos or whatever, $30 sure beats 300. So that's that. What do you got?
All right, Hegemon. I know he's old. I know he's been reviewed. So I'm just showing him off here in both modes because I think now, if anybody missed out on him and is going to want him, you know, I think now he's going to drop in price a lot because of the new Apollyon coming out.
Or the new leader class from.
Or the new, yeah, they're you know, Megatron's finally getting some love. So if you guys want to chug Megatron, I think now is going to be the time to get it. You know, I think you're going to see a lot of or best offer on these up on eBay because they were pretty ridiculous for a while. And it's a pretty decent figure. You know, as far as you know, a G1 Megatron, it's pretty much your only option for it. And I just want to show it, say that, and it's probably, I think it's going to be cheaper on eBay. Might save you guys something. It's a figure I really like. Apparently, I have 2 of them.
Yeah, why don't you pick up the handgun?
You think I should?
No, you should think about it for 10 minutes and then.
Boom! Yeah, it's sweet.
It's cool. I'm not, you know.
Randy gets scared of guns. You know,
no.
Scared of things that turn into guns because he's scared of getting shot or something. He has some.
I would hope anybody is scared of getting shot. I hope it's not just me.
But toy guns don't get shot, you know. But yeah.
This is going to be phased out as being useless, though. And that's an issue with third-party stuff. It's you spend a lot of. I mean, I guess it's with anything.
I mean, as soon as Hasbro comes out with one, maybe.
So are you going to sell yours when you get the is it Apollyon?
Yeah, no, because Apollyon's a masterpiece. This is a chug.
What company makes that?
Toy World.
Toy World. What else have they done?
They did what is it? They did a Prime. That's pretty popular.
Oh, the plasticky looking one.
I guess you mean a
Yeah.
plastic Prime?
Well,
Like the
it
Masterpiece?
looks like it's got clear
Like the
plastic.
MP10? Yeah, it does have clear plastic.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
got windows and stuff.
No.
But it's pretty popular, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Randy, if you haven't noticed, he doesnn't like third party.
No, I do. There are some that I think Fans Project did some
Whatever
excellent stuff.
third party it's ever talked about, he'll find a reason to bitch.
No, I
on
like
it.
the
He
cycle
loves it.
that one did. I like third party. I just don't buy them. I just can't commit to that purchase. I think they do some amazing stuff. Anyways, to move on, here's another little review I have. All right, so I'm not I'm not the biggest video game junkie, but like Jakks Pacific is making a new line of 4-inch action figures, and they came out with the first assortment, World of Nintendo. Packaging is awesome. I love the simplicity of the packaging, but I don't know why. Maybe I always kind of wanted a Link figure, and they came out with this, and there's a couple things I have to say. First of all, it's a great little figure. It's a 4-inch figure, fully articulated. Plastic feels good. There are a couple issues. One, my hand broke off. It's in there. I got pretty pissed because it was in a matter of moments. I opened it, and what it does is it comes with this little secret weapon. And inside it, I popped it open. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm breaking it. It's Link's shield. And I shoved it in his hand, and I guess the plastic just couldn't take it, and it broke. I got pissed off. But you know what I did? I called Jakks and told them my situation. I would return this, but these are pretty tough to get at retail, and I just didn't want to just toss it aside and be done with this. So I actually called their customer service, and I will say they asked me to take pictures of it, and they said in a couple weeks they'll send me a new one. And so we'll see if that happens. But if it does, that is some pretty good customer service. Otherwise, other than it breaking, it's a great figure. My only issue is I don't know. Take a look at this separated re-glued joint. It's a little distracting, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, is that a hinge?
Yeah, no, it's actually just like a separate piece, and they just glued it on or hinged it on. But it doesn't have any articulation. It's just.
At least they did it sort of on a full line. Yeah, I'm not into it.
It's a gap. I think the gap is really unsightly, but it's a good figure.
Because that'll probably break one day.
Oh, I already broke.
You
mean this?
Yeah.
No, you're right. That's gonna break.
Yeah, because if that's really crazy, it will break at some point.
Yeah,
not like it's the end of the world.
Right. I mean, honestly, you're probably gonna put it on a shelf anyway. I mean, but as far as a $10 Link figure, I think it's cool. I hope they get into some pretty obscure stuff. It's $10.
That's pretty good for $10.
Yeah, Figure Arts I think comes out with the Link, and it's probably far superior. But
that's better than what Hasbro gives you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I didn't know it was $10.
The plastic is good, man. It's pretty good. What do you got? What else you got?
I got nothing.
You got nothing else?
That's all I brought.
All right. Well, I got one other thing before I go into this.
I'm looking forward to that.
Let me finish this.
Wait.
All right. Robo Force Max Steel. There's a company, a new company that acquired the rights. The company's Toyfinity. They acquired the rights for some cool, weird 80s toy lines, including Robo Force Max Steel. Anyone remembers Robo Force from the 80s? They were these big robots with like plungers, or what would you call them?
They're plungers like water.
Yeah.
They shot water.
They were super fun. They were made by Ideal, and they were super cool.
Cool packaging.
Yeah. So this company, Toyfinity, has gone with the Glios system, and they came out with a Robo Force series, and this is the first time they did Max Steel. And he comes with a whole boatload of accessories, and you can take them all and change up heads, arms, and these things just pop off, and you can mix and match the parts. Not a whole lot of paint apps, but I gotta be honest with you, it's a lot of fun. And I think the whole thing cost me $18. And I think Toyfinity, for being a small company, I give them nothing but props. Now, I don't know who's having a dire need for new RoboForce toys, but for those people that do, I think you got a cool little figure. Yeah, it's not the figure from the 80s, but you have an issue with this. You have such a hard issue with this. What's your issue?
You know what?
What's so
for $18?
Yeah.
It's not my thing. It's just totally like I guess for $18 that's not bad, but it does nothing. I mean, it comes apart. Like, what does the packaging look like?
This is the
It
packaging.
comes in back.
That is it. You know what? It's a small company.
I try to support small third-party companies.
It's not a third party. It's officially licensed. That's
So
officially licensed.
That doesn't mean it's not third-party. Oh, I guess it does.
Yes,
okay.
it does. That's exactly what it
So,
means.
you know, I'd have to be, I don't know, that does nothing for me. Like, I don't hate it, but it's just, I'll get the point.
Well, I guess the point is, people.
I'd rather have the old one.
I think that the old ones showed far more personality, but look, again, Toyfinity went out there, got the license for this product, and they produced a really inventive little system. Like, people are really into the Glyos.
Yeah, I know, and that's just a whole subculture.
Yeah, it is.
You know, I can't even fairly comment on it, because that alone just turns me off to it. I don't like that whole system.
I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan.
And that just means the joint, right? Glyos.
Yeah, it's the Glyos joint. I think it's creative. I can't say that I'm like, oh, I got to go out and buy all the Glyos stuff. I think that it's a creative thing that some people have done, and I commend them. Like, I think you're busting their balls, and
I'm not busting their balls.
Yeah.
I'm saying I would never buy it ever.
Mm-hmm.
A million years.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Look, it's companies like this that you know, it gives them opportunities to. It's a different level. That's a different level. You're talking about, like, hey, at least they're officially licensed. I don't know. I'm gonna give them a hard time.
Yeah, I like my bootleg shit.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I wonder how much that license costs. Like $10.
Yeah, well.
No,
I wouldn't go that.
I'm just being a dick.
You are being a
dick.
You're absolutely being a dick.
No, I'm just not into it. But I'm not. Can I see it?
No.
I
I mean, if you played with it,
does feel sort of heavy.
It is.
You know, I mean,
it's a high quality, you know, small
heavy.
license thing. I don't know about high, but like it's a good. You got to commend them. It's not
yeah,
every day.
You know. Whoa. You
Yeah.
can get high on that.
Yeah. It's a bunch of
Rubber,
it's a bunch of fans that went out there, got a license for somebody, did it, and they did it. And I
do give them that. You know, I mean, because it's like it is such an obscure like license in the first place. That...
Absolutely. Anyways, if you're interested in it, you should go check out Toyfinity. I believe those are all sold out, but perhaps if there's enough interest in this, they'll do another run. And I wholeheartedly support Toyfinity, and I love their line of Mortals as well. If you're not familiar with Rocks, Bugs, and Things, check out, again, Toyfinity. Check it out. It's cool.
Don't get him, ever.
Yeah, so the thing is, the lessons we learned is Sunstorm, useless.
Unless you just want to beat her mode, to just transform a million times and beat it up and abuse it. Sort of like the whipping boy of your Transformer collection. Yeah. If you can get it for $50, do it.
Yeah, well...
But I didn't pay that. I paid like $70. Get chipped.
Yeah. Well, Hasbro just needs to pick up their game. So, you got anything else?
Not that I can think of.
All right, cool. Well, I do want to say I'm very excited. I got my shipping notice today that my Figure Arts Kinniku Man will be in next week. Are you familiar with that?
Absolutely not.
You don't know Muscle?
No,
you remember Muscle from the 80s? Well, in Japan, it was a series called Kinniku Man. And Figure Arts is doing a series of those. And the first one is Kinniku Man. And I'm super geeked to get it. I'm into the Figure Arts. I'm all in it. And yeah, I liked Muscle when I was a kid. So hopefully we got that to look forward to. And hopefully a few other things. And that's all I got to say is happy day.
Peace, love, and remember to subscribe.